I'm Sam Delsing with OmniTrust, and this is Open Secrets. I was paying bills this week, and one thing that's gotten completely out of control in my household is the number of streaming services we're now paying for. Between Netflix, Hulu, Vudu, Disney, Amazon Prime, Paramount, Apple TV, you name it, I'm paying for it. And at this point, I feel like I'm funding half of Hollywood personally. And that's not the part that really got me. The part that got me was that we're not only paying for too many services, we're paying for the same content on multiple platforms, or we're paying for premium where basic would do just fine. Or in two cases, we're actually paying for services that are included in our phone plan. And despite all of that, according to my kids, there's nothing to watch, which honestly feels like the perfect metaphor for enterprise AI today, because that's exactly how it starts. One useful tool, one subscription, one team trying something out, one API key, one agent connected to a workflow, and before long, just experimenting has a bigger budget than training. Suddenly, the company is paying for 15 AI platforms that nobody can clearly explain. 3 of them overlap, 2 of them definitely should not have been approved, and 1 of them is a single prompt away from becoming tomorrow's headline. And now there's a second layer to the chaos. The software that we're all already using keeps waking up with its own personalities, whether it's chatbot, co-pilot, assistant, whatever branding won the internal marketing bloodbath that week. So now AI isn't just something that you bought, it's something that's quietly showing up inside the software that your teams are already using, because apparently included feature now actually means surprise attack surface. What this actually means is that the governance question has now changed. It's no longer just what AI tools have we approved. Now it's also what AI features are appearing in our existing platforms. What can they access, and who exactly decided that this was fine? And here's the interesting part. The team that has the best shot of actually finding this, it isn't finance, it's cybersecurity. Finance sees the bill, but cybersecurity sees the activity. It sees the behavior. It looks at what's already running, what's connected, what's calling external services, and what's moving data around your environment. In other words, we can see that shadow AI buzzword that every single marketing team is using right now. And that matters because a lot of organizations are doing the AI version of my streaming bill. They're paying for the most advanced models when a smaller or local model would work. Different teams are solving the same problem with different tools on different budgets, like duplication is a growth strategy. And in some cases, companies are paying separately for AI capabilities that exist inside platforms that you've already bought, which is not innovation, that's just AutoPay with confidence. And the problem isn't just spend, it's ownership, access, visibility, and governance. Because once you've moved from an helpful AI tool to an AI agent that can do things, the questions get a lot more serious, like who owns it? What's it connected to? What data can it access? What tools can it call? What does it actually cost? And why does it now have more access and freedom than Kevin, who has 10 years of experience and a dental plan? That's where a lot of the work that my team is focused on lately, especially around trust AI, not just adding more AI, but understanding what is running, what it's doing, what it's costing, and making sure it stays inside the lines and plays well with others. Because not everything needs to be the most expensive model in the building. That's just the AI equivalent of taking a private jet to go on a grocery run, which, yeah, actually that does sound pretty cool. But there are plenty of smaller, local, and open weight models now that can handle a lot of everyday work just fine without requiring the budget, drama, or energy consumption of a NASA space program. But remember, cost is just half the problem. These things have autonomy now. They don't just assist, they act, which means you don't just need to track spend, you need to actually track behavior. Just ask Will Smith. We all saw how that movie ended. So, while you are trying to figure out which tools in your environment have now developed their own newly added personalities, I will be dusting off the VCR in my household and teaching my kids the phrase, be kind and rewind.